when are you going to make me cake? And I told her, you know, you're gonna have to wait for this video to come out to get the answer. And the answer to that question is... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the best place to learn how to lose weight without losing your love for food. My name is Megan and I'm a registered dietitian. And last week I posted a video answering your burning questions, but it was actually not the entire video because the entire video ended up being really long. So I split it into two videos and that's what you are getting today. That is part 2, answering your burning nutrition questions. So make sure you stay until the end of the video so you can see if I answered your question. And of course, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, like this video, and leave a comment down below. With that said, let's get on to the video. Next question that I had was from Instagram from my sister. When are you going to make me cake? And I told her, you know, you're gonna have to wait for this video to come out to get the answer. And the answer to that question is, I don't know, maybe on a weekend. But also we're going into the holidays and usually I think that we eat pie instead of cake. So I'm gonna say I'll make you cake on your birthday. How about that? I feel like that's a good answer. Okay, the next question is something that I hear all the time. And this question is, what do you think of protein shakes? And here's what I have to say about that. Me personally, I just do not like the taste of protein powder. When I put it in a smoothie, I just feel like it overwhelms the smoothie and it just tastes like the protein powder rather than the flavors that I actually wanted. So I personally don't use protein powder or protein shakes. I've learned ways that I can get enough protein in my day without them. It's actually very common to think that you need protein shakes and that you need all this extra protein when actually you might be eating too much. The typical healthy adult doesn't need an extreme amount of protein unless they're a bodybuilder or an extreme athlete. You probably don't have to drink a protein shake in order to get enough protein. So if you're like me and you don't love the taste of protein powder, then don't even worry about it. There are so many sources of protein that you can get that are not from supplements. And you want to be careful with this as well because you can gain weight just from eating in excess of anything. Doesn't matter what it is. If you eat in excess of it, you're going to gain weight. So this even goes for protein as well. So you want to be careful with how much protein you are eating, and protein shakes and supplements can actually push you way over the edge where you don't need to be. Go for food sources first. And I have an awesome recipe for a protein shake that does not have any protein powder in it. So I want you to go check that one out. It's on my YouTube channel, it's on my Instagram, and it's on my website. You can go find that here and go try it out. It's seriously so good. And it has 21 grams of protein. That's my take on protein. You can get protein from a ton of other sources. For example, beans, rice, grains, legumes, edamame, tofu, soy products, dairy, all these things have protein, and if you are conscious to include them in enough variety, then you're gonna be fine. So that's my little rant on protein powders. I hope it answers your question. Oh hey, just a quick reminder, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Okay. Next question, which diet is best? This one I get all the time. Here's what I'm gonna say. The best diet you can go on does not exist. There's no diet that I will suggest to you to go on to lose weight because ultimately diets don't work. They are too hard. They cut out too many things and you will ultimately give up on the diet, not know how to eat in general. Go back to what you were doing before and you're gonna gain the weight back and maybe even more. Skip the diets. You don't need them. What you need is to create a calorie deficit, and you can do this in any way you want. Now, I have a video that covers this whole thing, and it talks about how to create a calorie deficit, what it even means, and also a little bit about why you don't need diets. So click the button right here to go watch this video. The button right here, where we get more in depth about what a calorie deficit is and what you actually need to do to lose weight. But basically what I always encourage people to do is make small changes over time to create a healthier lifestyle. And I can get way more into depth about this if you guys want me to, but this is not only going to help you lose the weight, but it's going to help you create a healthy lifestyle that can be sustained after you lose the weight so you don't gain it back. I have 2 videos that you can watch that are related to this. One is all about why you don't need to do a diet and what to do instead, and then the other one is all about weight loss basics, so creating a calorie deficit. So go up here to watch those ones right now. The button right here. And skip the diets. You don't need them. Okay, I have a few more questions here. The next question is, should I count calories for weight loss? My short answer to this is no. I'm not a fan of counting calories. The reason for this is because I want to teach you how to eat and how to listen to your body. You don't need to actually know anything about the numbers in order to lose weight. Again, going back to my weight loss basics video, it covers the basics so you understand the mechanism of how weight loss works, but it doesn't mean you have to actually go and count your calories. You can do other things in order to create a calorie deficit, and you don't even have to think about the numbers. So it's not necessary to actually count your calories in order to lose weight, and personally, I think that this will just bog you down and discourage you. For example, if one day you go over in calories, it's gonna be discouraging. And I know this from personal experience. I've counted calories before to where I was going to bed and I was hungry because I had reached my calorie limit for the day and I was trying to stick to it, but I was hungry. And you know, to be honest, I can't sleep when I'm hungry. And so what I did was I got up, it was late in the night, and I went and I binged on food because I was starving. These are the kind of things that I see calorie counting perpetuate, but also when it comes to counting calories, if you're doing it on an app, it's not ever going to be fully accurate. For one thing, more often than not, they're not actually going to match completely to what you actually ate. It's also kind of hard to track your food without measuring your food, and so you want to make sure you get the right measurements in there, and all these things put together makes this really inaccurate. So you're not even likely to get an accurate picture of how much you're eating, so there's really just no point. If you follow the basic principles of creating a calorie deficit, then you don't need to do this at all. The only time I would ever make an exception for this is for people who feel that they don't have a good understanding of how many calories are in what foods. And so in this scenario, I might say, well, if you want to count calories, it's up to you, but I always say you don't need to really do it for longer than 3 days. Do it on 2 days during the week and 1 day on the weekend, and that will give you a pretty good idea of what you're eating. I would caution everyone on here not to try to do calorie counting long term. Save your time. Take it from me, somebody who has been able to lose weight and keep it off and maintain a healthy lifestyle without counting calories. Okay, I have a couple more questions. These ones are sort of related, but the first one is, should I avoid carbs? No, you do not have to avoid carbs to lose weight. In fact, you need carbs. We actually need about half of our daily calories to come from carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are essential to give us energy for our daily activities, and also our brain. We don't want to go crazy on carbs and say, I'll just eat all carbs all day, every day, but we don't also need to just cut them out or make our carb intake super duper low. Honestly, you should be eating carbs in every meal and in every snack. That's my short take on carbohydrates. I could talk on and on and on about it, but if you want me to talk more about it, I would be happy to. Just leave a comment below letting me know. And my last question that I'm going to be answering today is, should I avoid fruit because it has sugar in it? The short answer to this is no. Fruit has natural sugars in it as opposed to added sugars that you would get from any sort of like desserts, treats, and also your fruit also has fiber and water in it, which are both really good for you. The amount of sugar in a fruit is not that high to be a problem. It also has vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, so I definitely recommend all of my clients to eat fruit every day. And those are all of the burning questions that I'm going to answer today. I hope your question was answered. I hope you learned something in this video. And if you have additional questions, please leave me a comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. And make sure you go watch these two videos right here if you want to learn more about how you can lose weight without losing your love for food. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!